Hey everybody, this is a little video I'm going to show about this AEG airsoft rifle I purchased off airsoftpost.com, or better known as evike.com. I went ahead and got the rather beautiful looking KWA M4S system, which has the SIR style rails, which I think look awesome. This gun's very popular right now. It's really it's almost a cheesy weapon because so many people have these, and it's an M4. Everybody has M4s, but after reading about it in terms of its performance and its durability, I was sold that this would be the AEG of choice for me to buy. And I was originally going to buy from a more local business. There's a few up here in Oregon, but they don't have these, or they sold out and they haven't restocked them. And they're not going to restock them for a long time. So I was under the impression that these are kind of rare now, even though they sold really well, at least to my knowledge. So I went to Evike, and they're the only ones that had it. Well, I'm not sure they're the only ones, but one of the more larger retailers that had it. And the gun is pretty awesome. I mean, it's everything they said it would be. But the most annoying part here that I'm very upset about is that if you look closely, there's a whole section here kind of missing. It's supposed to be a rear flip-up sight that is not there. And everywhere you look for this gun, everywhere that this gun is sold or was sold, all of them state that it has a rear flip-up sight. I've seen pictures of it, I've seen videos of it. Mine doesn't have it for some reason, and on their website it advertises that comes with a rear flip-up sight. The front flip-up sight is here, and it does work, which is good. But it's kind of upsetting that I don't have both. Okay, now ultimately I will probably put a hollow sight or other some kind of optics on the rail system here, so it kind of negates the need for iron sights. But for the price you paid, you should get the whole gun. I don't know why it's missing, or why they would elect to remove it and say it was on there. Okay, otherwise the gun is everything that it should be. One thing I did hear about KWAs is that they have a pretty bitchy magazine system. I mean by that, it's very, very tight. It's hard. Even this is the high cap it came with, and the first few times I really kind of struggled with it. You really have to get the angle just right, and then after a while you get used to it. And I hear it does not accept other mags very well, so you gotta be careful about which ones you buy and make sure they're compatible. Retractable LE stock, which I think means law enforcement. No one's ever confirmed that. It's got the numbers there, you can see, it's pretty cool. Stock does wobble slightly, that's normal. I am a little irritated by the hand barrel wobbling a little bit, or hand guard, but it's not too bad. You'd think they would adjust that a little bit more, but I think I'll get used to that over time. It's not just flopping around all over the place. Orange flash hider for us in the United States. We need these, okay, for shipping purposes. I'm sure it can come off, and if you want to put a black one for dramatic purposes, okay. Don't do that, okay, you're gonna get in trouble. But I do know people do that. I'm not saying you should, but if you wanted to have a nice picture or a video or something, you can get a black one. It's on there, alright, but I'm sure after a while I'll get it off and see what other kind of compensators we can attach to that. Okay. The gun doesn't have many trademarks. KWA trademarks over here, laser engraved. I think that's fine. I think the whole authentic trademark thing is not a big deal. It's nice, but it doesn't really sell a gun for me. I more care about the gun's performance, and this gun has a pretty decent performance from what I've read. I don't have a battery yet. I'll be buying a lithium polymer battery later, and that is installed in the handguard. And I am considering modifying this bad boy to wire to the back and get a crane style stock or UBR or something other than the standard one. Although I kind of like this one. It's pretty good. It's nice plastic. It's actually the polymer plastic. I'm still getting used to this gun. It's a little tight. I don't want to mess with it too much because I am insisting that e-bike give me my backup sight here, or rear sight, excuse me. Either they can give it to me, no additional cost, or I return this one and they send me another one that's complete. That's all I want. Just the whole package, okay? Let's see here. Standard pistol grip. Also made from polymer. It's got the stubby kind of diamond tipped grip. That's pretty normal, I guess. That's a standard. Charging handle does function, exposing hop-up. Okay. Flips open the dust cover. It's pretty cool. Nice sound. Only that kind of sucks. It's not a big deal, but it does have an imitation bolt catch here, and that'd be cool if that actually worked. I see some other companies, particularly like VFC, a lot of their M4s have functioning bolt catches, which just adds to the realistic appeal. And if these guns are to be legitimate training tools, which is what they try to sell themselves as many times, other than just toys, they should have that functional bolt catch. I don't see why that's so hard to do. But that's just my opinion. And also, for airsoft functionality, the functioning bolt catch, when it holds that bolt back, makes it easier to access that hop-up and adjust, as opposed to just holding this handle back. It does slam pretty hard, but it's not going to hurt you. It'll just feel like a bad bite. See, barrel's all metal. Solid as a rock. Handguard, the SIR style handguard. Very cool looking, very futuristic. That's what I kind of like about it. It's different from the standard M4s. It is plastic, but it's also the nice quality plastic. And the rails itself, they're little, but you don't really need that much when you think about it. The top rail should be big. The bottom rail is decently sized, and there's these two small ones here, which are good for flashlights and lasers. If you want one on both sides, if you want a vertical grip, optics of your choice to go on the top, since it's pretty long. Gun's very top, front heavy. It takes quite a bit of muscle to just hold with one hand, but it's not too bad. I wish it were balanced a little better. That's why I believe a crane stock or a UBR, a Magpul with the battery in the back would balance it out a little bit more. Vertical grip probably be recommended. I see a lot of guys using that with this one because I can see that helping out with the balance here. I like that Magpul angled forward grip. I wonder if that fits. Probably should. See if I can get that attached to this and see what that looks like. And again, probably gonna add a hollow sight up here, and maybe a laser or some kind of combination with a hollow sight laser. They do make those for a little bit more. And a flashlight at some point. This gun shoots around 400 FPS according to KWA, and according to the many other men who've also reviewed this gun before me. So I'll just take their word for it. I don't have a chronograph. And other than the jarring flaw of the missing rear sight, I'm pretty happy with this purchase. So I'll be 100% happy once the rear sight comes in, because I'm expecting them to give it to me. I think that's only fair that I get the whole product. And that's pretty much it. Can't wait to skirmish with this bad boy. Carbines are kind of like well, to me it's like this good mix between indoor and outdoor use. It's smaller than a full-size rifle, so you're going to have that compactability. But at the same time, you know, we do have a very long barrel, and it is heavy, and I can see you bumping this thing all over the place. So you're going to have to be extra careful. I don't mind that. What's wrong with a little tactical finesse anyway, okay? So yeah. So here's what's gonna, here's a little bit again. Missing rear sight. Imagine a hollow sight up here. EOTech replica, probably all real ones are more expensive than the gun actually. Some kind of flashlight here, and a vertical grip, probably the angled foregrip from Magpul, like that one. And imagine a UBR or crane stock instead of the standard LE stock. But that's all for the future. I've heard this gun benefits from a tight bore barrel. I don't know what the exact millimeter of the current one, of the stock one, but I heard that that's the most recommended internal upgrade. Otherwise, it's pretty good. Battery's life already. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I like the color, and I'm gonna keep everything black too. All the accessories. I'm not gonna get the tan or the OD or fucking multicam or whatever. I'm gonna keep it solid black. Not because that's classic, and I'm not really this whole multi-color thing. Oh yeah, if you're curious, this is Digital Urban Camo. I'm wearing. I'm going to use the Marine Corps term, combat utility blouse. It's not an official one. There's no EGAs or USMC, anything like that hidden on here. This has not been adopted by any military force that I'm aware of, at least in the United States. But it was a proposed pattern to go with the whole digital trend that all camo is moving towards. So this is kind of like just like the ACU and MARPAD and all the other styles of digital camouflage, except it has a gray, white, and kind of black pattern. There's really no white on here. There's some mostly grays and blacks, and maybe kind of a dark blue. The Navy has just adopted a very similar color. It's not urban. It has more of a blue hue to it. They call it I think the working utility uniform or something like that. It has a very similar look. Their pocket style is closer to the original BDU from the old Woodlands, but this has I like what I consider the Marine Corps style because it's slanted, Velcro. It doesn't have the ACU type things with the zippers and the patches with the hook and loop. So for all intents and purposes, it is pretty much a Marine Corps styled uniform, which I like. I think it looks cool, and I like the urban color because I think it fits more of like a police SWAT team, which is what I was kind of going for when I bought this, and that's why I like this gun, because I think that fits that look as well. And SWAT teams typically tend to wear solid colors most of the time. They have black or navy or sometimes OD or whatever have you. Each department's a little different, so I thought this would be a cool way to be a little different. I don't know of any other current law enforcement teams that utilize this camouflage. It's gaining a lot of popularity, and there's other styles of uniforms with this pattern, which is great. And if you imagine this with some black tactile gear, black vest, knee pads, elbow pads, what have you, this would look pretty rad. So that's what I'm going to also get in addition to the upgrades to this gun, and I'll be all set. I think this would look good with black balaclava. I'm going to get one of those iron Katsu masks, because I don't really want a full fade paintball mask. And some hatch knee pads. And I really haven't decided what kind of vest I like. I really like the Pantac LAPD style SWAT vest, because that's kind of the look I'm pursuing with a SWAT team. And I think that vest speaks or says SWAT the most out loud. Now granted, any black tactical vest will achieve that look for most people, but I'm kind of going for a unique look, and you don't see the actual authentic SWAT style vests very commonly, at least I haven't, and you tend to just see typical Molly or tactical vests that are just black, which work. And I'm not saying they're not bad, they're just, the only thing they got going is the color in terms of the look. So I think the actual SWAT style vest is what I'm going to go for. And Pantac, of course, is probably the best gear company for airsoft out there. I know there's others, but I think they're very good. So one last look at our bad boy here. Unfortunately, I'm missing the rear sight. I gotta keep pointing that out. And yeah, so can't wait to get all my gear, get this guy, get this meat bitch up to speed, and pow! Alright, see y'all later.